you.
Hey guys, this is Dratexx, and welcome to my first tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys a massive patch that I made myself quite a while ago. So here's what it sounds like in context, like in a song. So these are two songs that I made myself. Well, obviously, since I made the patch myself. So yeah, listen to it.
Ready. Go.
So, the patch sounds different in each song, probably, like, obviously because of effects. Maybe you might have tweaked it differently in each song, and I might have added external effects to make it sound different. But anyways, you should be able to tell which one I'm talking about. It kind of sounds like a turntable, like being scratched, but not really. Like, sounds very nasally, kind of. Anyways, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'll show you guys how to make it. So, open up Massive, File, New Sound. Oscillator 1 is a square saw 1. Set this to bend plus. The pitch we want at negative 11 point, negative 11.85. We want a saw wave, so you leave the wavetable position where it is, intensity all the way up, and amp at 1 o'clock, so it should be pointing to the corner of like the box, and route it to filter 1. Oscillator 2 is the default wavetable, so square saw 1. Set it to bend plus, the pitch at negative 12.15. We want a square wave, so the wavetable position goes all the way down, intensity all the way up, and the amp between 12 and 1 o'clock, just after 12. The filter routed to filter 1 as well. Oscillator 3, we want a sine wave, so either one of these two works fine. So sine square or sine triangle doesn't matter as long as the wavetable position is at 0%. The pitch is going to be the same as oscillator 1, so negative 11.85. Intensity all the way up. Amp just after 3 o'clock, so like 3:30 pretty much. Route it to filter 1 as well. Filter 1 is an acid filter. The cutoff goes like not right there, like almost at the bottom, but not quite. The envelope 4, you can just do that, but well, it's not really necessary, but I like to do it. So we're gonna set the settings for our LFO. We want sync ratio at 1/4, and we want our LFO to be a pure sine wave. So you can do that by doing one of two things. Way one is to put the crossfade curve all the way up, or you can just do that. It doesn't matter as long as you get a pure sine wave. Next, we're gonna drag the crosshair onto the cutoff, and we want it to just be a tiny bit. And it is noticeable in the sound. Like this does make a difference. So like, yeah, do it. Then we're gonna put a macro control also on the cutoff, which is gonna go all the way until 3 o'clock, and then the effects 1 flanger negative, try wet 11:30. So yeah, between 10 and 11. Rate same thing. Feedback 12:30. Depth same thing. FX2 dimension expander, dry wet 10 o'clock, size at 11:30. And EQ, we're gonna boost the low shelf a tiny bit, and the high shelf we're gonna reduce it a tiny bit. I mean, well, you don't really have to do this because you can equalize it however you want, like by using an external equalizer, because, well, Massive's equalizer only has 3 bands, which, if you want more control and you want to equalize it however you want, you can use an external equalizer. But so yeah, that's how the patch is made that we're done. So I'll show you guys how to use it, I guess. Basically, you're gonna want to automate the macro control. So there you go. Basically, I'm just gonna do random stuff, but you guys get the idea. And gives a pretty cool sound. So yeah, you can play around with automation clips until you get something that sounds cool. And also a really, I guess you could say it's useful, but a cool tip for like making really automation clips that you want them to sound complex and stuff. Just go on the channel for the automation clip and turn on the LFO. So now your automation clip is an LFO, and you can control the settings. So you have speed, level, skewers, so you can change, into a saw wave or whatever. And then you can also do this, so you can control the settings of the automation clip with the automation clip itself. I guess it's kind of a weird way to explain stuff, but yeah. So yeah, you can get some really cool sounds out of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Subscribe for more tutorials in the future, and music, obviously. I won't be making tutorials as a regular thing though. Like, my main priority is to make music, to publish my own original tracks. So I'll only make tutorials like once in a while. It's not going to be a thing where it's like every week if there's a new tutorial or anything like that. It's not like that. But I definitely will make more. So yeah, subscribe and bye.